Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me in the Rebel Reset Show, where I hope to bring you a little bit of inspiration or motivation in under 10 minutes to improve your day. If we haven't met yet, I'm Catherine LaBelle. I'm a certified professional coach, and I help high achievers such as yourselves plan their lives in such a way where they can outline their priorities and set really bulletproof boundaries so that you can have that goosebumpy success that you're craving. If you want to know more about me, you can go over to my website at rebelmindsetcoach.com, where I describe my services, and you can read a little bit more about me, and you can also get in touch. So with that, let's jump into today's topic, which is about control. I find that a lot of my clients struggle with wanting to control more than they can, because high achievers and busy people and intelligent people and people with complicated lives, we all are trying to have a little more control over the many moving parts around us. And some of that is great, and some of it is going to make you beat your head against the wall unnecessarily. And that's really where I'm hoping to just break it down a little bit, give you a little secret about remaining cool as a cucumber no matter what's going on. So really the simple comment that I'm going to make is there are ways to control your reactions to what you can't control. There are things that no matter how hard you try, you cannot control them, but you can control how you handle what's thrown at you. And I find that that line gets blurred a lot. I struggle with it, and that's what I've had several clients just in the last 2 days. That's what made me think of this. Really struggle. I mean, they are saying out loud what they know better to say. It's I'm trying to plan. I set all these plans and I'm trying to have control over the situation, but we're talking about other people and environment and the population and the coronavirus, and it's impossible. You can't control those things. Those are things you can factor in when you are deciding how to move forward, or you're making business decisions or personal decisions. Go ahead and factor them in. That's smart. That's being intelligent about your surroundings and being realistic. But be careful that you aren't wasting energy when uncontrollable external factors show up and bust your plans in half. Try not to be too mad about that, because that was never yours to control in the first place. However, where you can be gigantically powerful and in control is the way in which you handle external factors showing up that you didn't expect, or you did plan for maybe A, B, and C, so you didn't know if it was going to be A, B, or C, but you planned ahead. Maybe it's D, and then you have to get really creative. But in other words, you can control how you respond. You can plan ahead for a couple of scenarios, but just know that that could be wrong too. So I hope that's making some sense. But I just feel like we all need to constantly work on recognizing what is outside of our boundaries of control. And if something sneaks in, it would go a long way for each one of us to have thought through what our response will be when something unexpected shows up, because it's going to. Maybe in 5 minutes, maybe in 2 hours, something unexpected is going to show up, and it might be as small as your pen runs out of ink, or you have to plug in your computer, or it might be bigger, like you run out of gas, or you have to pick up your kid sooner than you thought, or something like COVID, right? So it runs the gamut. We know this, but your a practiced method of how you respond might help you be more productive more quickly, and that's what I'm talking about. So let's think of ways that you can remain cool as a cucumber when something unexpected happens. I've mentioned a sentence that I say to myself now because a master coach brought it up in a seminar, and I just thought, man, just that one sentence when something really unexpected happens could be my way of not sinking fast, which is, I didn't see that coming. So it could be when you get a flat all of a sudden, or you show up to a meeting and you forgot the handout or something, right? You name it. If your first response is something as like movie star-esque as, wow, I didn't see that coming, instead of expletive, 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 you are actually helping yourself not sink into the victim mode. You are saying words that a more powerful, calmer person would say. And just that alone, it's like that fake it till you make it concept. If you say something relatively cool and even keeled right when you get hit with the unexpected bummer thing, you almost are saying to yourself, I got this. Didn't want it, didn't expect it, but I got it. The very next thing could be, what am I going to do about it now? Didn't see that coming. Wow, didn't see that coming. What am I going to do about it now? And all of this dialogue can happen in your head. That's fine. Whatever you need to do. I talk to myself out loud all the time. So to me, it's the same. But if your next question is asking yourself, what am I going to do about it now? You just go into work mode. You go into solver mode. You are a problem solver. You wouldn't be here. So do what you're good at. Don't stomp your feet and break a whole bunch of stuff and scare the other people in the meeting room or the folks at your kids' school, or go into road rage. You're better than that, right? So try to catch yourself with some kind of comment, and if you have to practice it or put a post-it note around so that you say that movie star line right when the you know what hits the fan, great. Say those words and then ask yourself, what do I do now? And then get to it. Problem solve, plan, be smart, get the job done with whatever new factors you have. And just know that this isn't always going to happen, right? But the point is, newsflash, we cannot control so much of what is going on. So instead of being mad about it and having these little dips in energy and productivity, let's just say, okay, right. So as Tim Gunn would say, make it work, right? So make it work. If you need another step or two after that, maybe you make lists, maybe you phone a friend, maybe you have a team that you work with, great. Whatever it takes, have your emergency, break glass plans for all the many, many things that are going to show up. And then you will be the cool cucumber moving forward. You will have a higher energy level. You will be much more productive. And then you don't have to apologize to people for all the bad words that you said when something unexpected happens. So this is a good reminder for all of us. I'm sure we'll revisit this many times on many different levels because it's just important. We live in a chaotic world, and that's okay. Just be calm, be brave, be good to yourself, and get back to business. I hope this is helpful, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.